Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. And this is one of the coolest Bibles out there. As a matter of fact, when I first got saved, this is kind of one of the first things on the hit list. And I used to use this as my daily Bible reading. Now, it comes in a 1 volume, also a 4 volume. I think I got a 4 volume floating around. I may have done a review on the 1 volume. Now, this is a big Bible. This is a big Bible. One of the videos that used to go viral on Bibles was some guy saying, I like big Bibles. And I showed that in class one day at Indiana Bible College. But you can see, I mean, it's like almost a foot tall. It's not that thick. But it's also, I mean, it's several inches wide. This is a big Bible. But again, it comes in a 4 volume set, and you can usually find it really inexpensive at various places. Try the sources like eBay and Amazon, as well as CBD run specials on them, Abe Books. But this is like mint, and I think I got this off of eBay or something. I've got maybe a couple editions. And no, don't ask for me to send you one because I couldn't find the other one. This is done by J.P. Green. Now, J.P. Green was kind of a big defender of the Byzantine received text tradition. Nobody needs to tell me they're different. I understand. And so we're just going to take a look at this. It does come with decorative headbands, tailbands. I think this used to be published by Baker Bookhouse, and now it's published by Hendrickson, the Hendrickson brothers. He started Christian book distributors. And so 76, these are all the different copyright dates. And so this is the second edition, 1986. The English translation in the side column and literal translation of the Bible, 1985. Now, one thing I'm not sure of, if that later became like the KJV 2 or the KJV 3, the KJV 21st Century Edition, that kind of thing. And the Greek text is the Trinitarian Bible Society Greek text, which a lot of people would say is the King James Greek text. So let's you take a look what's going on, and Hebrew text as well, because this is 1 volume. This is Hebrew and Greek. So what you've got going on here is you've got his translation in the side. Yeah, it's a little smaller print. The 4 volume edition, the volumes individually are not that big. And it seems to me, I remember it's the print is larger. And again, I may have done a video on the New Testament of that one time. And then it has Strong's numbers. And so what I used to do, I just wanted the pure words of God when I first got saved. For a long time, I would just read this for my Bible, like the literal translation, not the side thing that Jay Green did, but I'm talking about what was right there, word orders and everything. And so, like, if I can find it, my eyes, the heavens God created, the in beginning God, the and the of spirit, they so it's kind of like, again, it's very difficult to understand. So then his little translation and the outside, in the beginning God created the heavens, not heaven, and the earth, which is traditional Jewish translation, is heaven, singular, not heavens, followed in the King James. But even like the introductions to the books are cool, because it has that. And so when I was learning Greek some years ago, I would use this maybe a little bit, coded with Strong's numbers. He actually deviates a little bit from the received text. He would be more like, he reprinted Sovereign Grace Publishers, J.P. Green, Dean Burgon's book. So he would be very much in that camp, which is very much closer to the King James than the Alexandrian text. William Dean Burgon really fought against the Westcott and Hort text, but it's not exactly the King James. Like the Dean Burgon Society, which many of you are acquainted with. This print size, I'm going to see if I can see what this print size is. I'm going to tell you it's small. Like, this is the smallest I get is 6 point, and it's barely registering on there. It may be 6 point. Let's see what the side, that's what the Greek and Hebrew text is. Let's see what the side is. See, it looks smaller than 6 point print. It may be like 5 or 4.5 or something. So, but to fit everything in here, you've got a Greek Bible, a Hebrew Bible, another translation, and a little translation on top. Like, comfort one another with words these, because they're transversed. In the air, and so always with the Lord we will be. So, but again, this is just what I used because I was just like, yeah, I want to really. So here is Jesus in the Old Testament. While on earth, in the body, 10% of the daily conversations of Jesus consisted of Old Testament words quoted literally. So, I mean, this is just neat stuff. I need to read this to you. The Gospel of Matthew contains 1,181 verses. 603 verses are Jesus' words. This is 51%. 83 of these verses are Old Testament quotations. This is 14%. The Gospel of Mark contains 609 verses. 275 are quotations of Jesus. This is 45%. 34 of these, or 13%, are Old Testament quotations. So, I mean, this is just cool stuff. The four Gospels contain 3,920 verses. 1,865 are his words recorded, Jesus' word. This is 48% of his quoted conversations. 179 verses are literal Old Testament words. And then it's got the quotations in the Old Testament. We also want to look at this. Let's see if we can get these two birds with one stone. The majority text notes and how to use them. I'll show you that, and I'll show you that other part. It's not red letter, obviously. That didn't start till 1898 with Louis Klopsch asking T. DeWitt Talmage, was that a good idea? I've done a review on the 1898. I found it like for $10, 1898 New Testament, and I see them on there fairly regularly for really inexpensive. 1890, I think the whole Bible, 1900. Here are the quotes of Jesus in the Old Testament. That's a really valuable thing. A lot of valuable information. So the Interlinear Bible, just an excellent resource. What can I say about that? And the middle, again, is basically what the King James translators used. It says it's the TBS 1976. I don't know if there's a newer edition where they've kind of lined it up with that. So the Interlinear Bible, Hebrew, Greek, English, Hendrickson, J.P. Green. Talk with you later. God bless you.